Yay. Hi guys, happy Tuesday. All right, good. We got a bunch of people here already.
I have to go upstairs and do some stuff, so I won't be taking class today.
Yeah,
I know you're all so sad, so it's just John.
Yeah, it'll just be me today.
You're in good hands.
And he's gonna head upstairs. So I'm actually gonna do the class with you. I know normally I do Ashtanga with you guys, so I'm gonna try doing flow with you guys today, which will definitely be an interesting challenge for me to try and guide you through and do all these movements. Hi, Elaine. Yay. Who else is here? If you guys can chat, hey, Kim, let me know. And I'm assuming you can hear me, hopefully. Let me know how the sound quality is. Hi, Lauren. Hey, Sophia. All right, Patty. The only bad thing about letting me know that you're here is that I can call you out during class. Erica loves the chat feature. She loves to write funny things in the chat feature. Hey, Raquel. All right.
All right, I'm going off to work. Have a good class, guys.
Alicia. Andy just didn't want to take my class, I think. Just kidding. He just rolled his eyes at me. No, he has something to do at 10 o'clock. Hey. All right. Hey, Brandy. All right, it's 9:31, so I think we should get started so that we can get a good solid practice in and be done by 10:30. We are going to start today lying down on our backs. So for those of you that are familiar with my classes, there will be sequences taught today in A, a B, and a C, or you can think of it as 1, 2, and 3. 3 sequences today, and what happens is eventually we repeat that sequence, we start to get a little bit faster as we go. So once you feel like you are familiar with the sequence, you can turn on, a jam in the background and just take that sequence on your own and tune me out. I'm gonna continue to do the sequence on my mat and call out the posture. So if you would like to follow along with me and you prefer to be guided, then stay focused with me throughout the sequences. If after maybe, I teach it one round, you're like, okay, got this, whatever, I don't need you anymore, then totally tune me out and do your own thing for a couple rounds, and then I'll let you know when we can come back together. So that being said, you should be settling into your mat, lying down on your back by now. And just for a few moments, take the soles of your feet together and let your knees open out to the side so it starts to kind of look like a butterfly or like a diamond shape. And then you can let your hands rest maybe on the low belly, place one hand there, and then you can put the other hand right above it. Let a nice big exhale go out and use that big exhalation, exaggerated exhalation, just to settle into your practice this morning. Just a few moments to begin, and the silence will help you move the awareness maybe from the external outer world to the internal, more subtle body and inner body. As you just start for a few more moments in this position, to scan the body from top to bottom. And see if you could notice any sensations that are there this morning. And it could be anything at all, so really allow your mind to be open and curious as you just work the awareness down, kind of like putting a few drops of ink in water. The ink starts to seep throughout the water. Let your awareness seep throughout your body. You may make contact with things like temperature, things that feel tight or tense, even the strong beat of your heart. And just allow these into your awareness. All right, and then let's take a nice deep breath in here. Big inhale. Let it out through the mouth. Big exhale. Make a little bit of sound. Then we'll do that again. Deep breath in. Fill up. And then open the mouth. Big exhale. Sigh out. Notice you're slowing the breath down now as you power it up. So inhale again. Go ahead and let that out. Slow belly starts to come in, and then breathe in through your nose. And then breathe out through your nose. You can start to stretch it out from fingers all the way down to toes as you continue to breathe with sound. So we'll let our Ujjayi breath start to really take over there. The inhales lengthening, the exhales contracting. And that air just predominantly moving through the nostrils as best you can for the entire class. We'll bring these to chest, nice and easy little squeeze. Maybe rock side to side, just feel that mat below your lower back. Good, and then from there, keep the knees stacked over your hips, take your hands behind your head, make a little yoga pillow with the elbows wide. Keep your elbows wide, start to curl your ears wide for your elbows. Lift your toes straight up to the sky. Keep your shoulder blades off of your mat. Already you'll start to feel maybe a little gentle engagement of the abdomen, a little bit of a shake. Then we're going to start to gently lower the right leg down. Don't let it touch the ground. Perhaps just a few inches off of your mat. Hold it there. Keep contracting your belly, squeeze. And are you still breathing through your nose? And then we'll take the right toes back up and then change sides. Left leg down. Hover. If you need to keep it a little higher for your lower back, keep it higher. Keep hugging in. And then from there, lift back up. And then again, oh my goodness, it's starting to potentially burn by now. At least it is for me. Keep your shoulders up. Keep your elbows wide. Lift the right toes up. Lower your left leg down. This is the second round. Good. Fire up that breath. One more time. Right leg lowers. Last one. Starting off really firing the abdomen. Lift the right toes up, left leg down. Left toes up, bend your knees, plant your feet, let it go. Ooh, that was hard to talk and do that at the same time. Stack your ankles right under your knees, bridge pose, counter stretch, start to roll up. Now you may interlace the hands if you'd like, you don't have to. Put a little weight down and into the big toe side of your foot. And let a few strong Ujjayi breaths fill the front side of your body. Let your belly expand and contract. Listening for the sound of your breath. This is the beautiful rhythm that's going to move you today through all of your sequences, all of your postures. Take one more inhalation. Exhale, come down, knees to chest, and we are going to rock and roll. Literally, we're going to get rocking and rolling here through our sun salutation. So after a few, start to come up all the way to standing, top of your mat. Once you're there, sweep the arms to the sky nice and high. Take a moment to lift your ribs up, and then exhale, side bend over to the right. Inhale, reach up nice and high. Exhale, side sway to the left. Inhale, reach up, try to look up. Exhale, forward fold and dive in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back, high to low. You may feel really light after firing up the core there. And then inhale, upward facing or cobra. Exhale, downward facing. Readjust the feet so that you can really feel the backs of the thighs lengthening. Notice the pressure through all 10 of your fingertips. Push the ground away. Give that chin a little tuck in. Finish up one more breath, nice and strong. And then exhale, look to the top of the mat. You can walk or float, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhaling nice and high. And then exhale, side bend left. Inhale, reach up, open up. Exhale, forward fold like a wave. Come on down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low. Through your flow, that's the Vinyasa, Chaturanga. Inhale, beautiful back bend, shoulders back. And then exhale, over those toes, downward facing. Take 3 breaths, gazing in the direction of your toes, or perhaps up to the belly. A little bit more weight into the legs. Heels don't have to touch, but try to lengthen them down. Finish up one more exhalation. And then rise up high, tippy toes, walk or float, feet to hands. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, side bend. So I've got a little addition for you guys, and then you can perhaps continue for another round or two at your own pace. You're going to forward fold from those hips, take that dive in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low push-up, chaturanga. Now this time, as you come into upward dog, take that deep breath in, go right back to chaturanga on your exhale. Inhale, push up to your high plank, and then exhale, downward dog. So we're adding in a rewind right there. So at this point, you'll take 3 breaths. And then try another round of your sun salutation today. Maybe 2 rounds if you want to go a little bit quicker. At your own pace, or stick with me. Halfway lift, and then exhale and fold. Inhale, you rise. You've got side bends right and left. Take that big dive all the way in, fold at the hips. Halfway lift. Exhale, high to low. Inhale is upward. Back to that chaturanga. High plank to down dog. Ooh, that chaturanga, or I guess 2 chaturangas. I just started to feel a little bit of the heat kick in. So that's what we want to do. Let's take one more round. Whatever you're on, just finish up that one and take one more. Bring feet to hands. And you guys know, you can add in child's pose, you can add in handstand, right? You just want to manage your energy as you flow through and connect to your breath. And allow it to be, right? Keep that rewind in because it's kind of like a little bit of a jump start, right? It really captures your attention, gets you going. Might be a little challenging, but that's good. Sometimes we need that little extra kick. Downward facing dog, take a few breaths there. And then we're gonna take the right toes to the sky. 3-legged dog, hold it up. Exhale, bring knee towards nose. Give it a squeeze all the way in. Inhale, nice and high. Exhale, step the right foot up. Place your back knee on the mat. You can untuck the back toes as you come into crescent moon. Inhaling the arms to the sky. So go reach up, maybe catch just a subtle back bend as you let your head fall back and your chin rise up. And then we'll come into our half-seated splits. On the exhale, bring it all the way back. And now you can keep the hands down for a little bit of support. Your hips don't have to touch your heel. Flex your right foot though as you bow your head to your shin. Now listen up, guys. Crawl the hands forward again. Come back into your three-legged dog. Tuck your back toes under and lift your right leg to the sky. Right? It might take a moment to get there, but right leg is high. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Try to tap your shoulder. And then inhale, lift it up. Exhale, step it up. Keep your back knee lifted. High crescent, inhale. So you're still on the right side. This is all one side. Again, now with the back knee off the mat, squeeze and hug inner thighs, lift your chin and chest. And then exhale, take your vinyasa, high to low. All right, let's try that on the left side. So as soon as you're in down dog, bring your left toes nice and high. First time you're gonna squeeze knee to nose. So exhale, round, curl, and hug everything in. Inhale, let it fly high. Exhale, step it up. Crescent moon with the back knee down. Feel that support as you reach the right hip forward and let your heart shine high. Exhale for half splits. Keep your left foot flexed and then bow everything in. Now crawl it forward. The front foot goes high again. Left toes to the sky. Three-legged dog. Big inhale. And then exhale, left knee, left elbow. Give it a tap. Inhale it high. Exhale, step through, back knee floats. Now squeeze pelvic floor up and in. Rise into high crescent. And then exhale, come down, hands to the ground. You can always skip or maybe add in a push-up if you still want that rewind. Go ahead and take it if you have extra energy today. And then walk or float the feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, take a halfway lift. And then exhale. Forward fold, bend the knees, chair pose. Inhaling. Take a moment to feel the weight of the heels, toes nice and light. And then with your exhale, sweep the right arm back, take a twist. Inhale back to your center. And then exhale, sweep the left arm back. Inhale back to the center, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, dive in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump. Chaturanga. Inhaling upward. Maybe add in that rewind. And then downward. Right leg lifts to the sky. Bring it to the nose. Inhale high. And then exhale, step up, start low. Back knee down. Inhale, sweep up, crescent move. Exhaling, half splits. Back to your three-legged dog. Big movement here. Use your belly as you rise. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale high. Exhale, step up, high crescent. Keep your back knee floating. Keep your eyes steady. Exhale, vinyasa. Picking up the pace. Increasing the heat. Left leg, let's do it. Bring it to the nose. Inhale. Exhale, step up, back knee touches down. Inhale, low crescent. This is it. Exhale, half splits. Come on up to your three-legged dog, nice and high. And then exhale, step through. High crescent is your inhale. Exhale. I think I missed the knee to elbow. You guys can add that in. Notice maybe a little bit of sweat. If you're not sweating, perhaps pick up the pace a little bit or engage your breath a little bit more. We'll take one more round here. If you got it, again, tune me out. Put on some other tunes and do your thing. Chair pose. Exhale, open. Inhale. Exhale, let your eyes follow that back hand. Inhale, chair. And then exhale, come on down. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low for your flow. Inhaling upward. Beautiful. Exhaling downward, right toes high. Knee to nose. And then step it through. You got low crescent to half splits. I'm just going to see how that feels from the front of the hip to the back of the thigh. Three-legged dog. Let's not miss that knee to elbow this time. And then just one high crescent to finish it off. Exhale. All right, left side. Left toes high, knee to nose. Low crescent, open up. Exhale, sweep it back. Three-legged dog, knee to elbow. And then high crescent to finish it off on this left side. Amazing job, maybe adding that rewind. Let's meet up and down dog. I'm going to give you guys about 3 to 5 breaths just to find your way to downward facing dog. Finish it up. Check out your feet. Make sure they're about hip distance apart. And then we're going to walk the hands back to the toes. So you're at the back of your mat. Grab hold of your big toes if you can. Peace sign fingers are going to wrap around. And then inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, fold in. Take a few breaths here. Keep tucking the chin. And just move those hips over the ankles. So it's going to feel like more weight goes to the tips of the toes and into the fingers beneath the big toes. Elbows are bending as you get deeper. And then inhale, halfway lift. Let's take the second variation today, guys. So exhale, slide the hands under the feet. Toes are going to touch the wrist. Now, if you need to bend your knees a lot, bend your knees a lot. And then inhale, try to straighten the arms and lengthen. Exhale, fold your way back in. Hopefully, you're getting a little bit of sweat dripping there, just let it drip. And then inhale, halfway up. Exhale, start to walk the hands out, high plank pose. Hold that high plank. And then drop down to your elbows, forearm plank. Tune into that breath. You can put a little bit more weight back into the heels as you push down through the entire forearm to the thumbs. Come up to your high plank. Nice and high there. Hug everything in. Come on. You can do it. Get up. And then lower down, elbows. Hug in. High plank one more time. Keep tucking your tailbone. Forearm plank. Here we go. Forearm plank. Come down. Good. Don't let those knees touch. Not now. Not now. Roll onto your right elbow and forearm. Side forearm plank. Lift your left hand to the sky. Hold it here. Find one spot to look at. It could be down towards your hand or up towards the ceiling. Or maybe sky. Maybe some of you are practicing outside today. I don't know. And then we'll take the left elbow and forearm down, roll to the other side, lift your right arm high. One more side forearm plank. All right, you know this is the last one. We only have 2 sets. We're not going back to the other one. So come back, lift those hips up. Maybe your knees come down. Maybe you've taken a variation. Just make sure you're at your edge. Make sure you're doing something that kind of really wakes you up, that really calls your attention, that really challenges you, perhaps makes you struggle. Come back to the center. Last 5 breaths, forearm plank. I mean, I said we weren't going back to the other side. I didn't say we weren't doing forearm plank anymore. 3 breaths. 2 breaths. Knees down, hips to heels, child's pose. Woo. Let it go. Just stay in that child's pose. This practice is your energizer today. Perhaps it's a little boost. You can say a kick in the butt, right, to really get you going. And sometimes, like a startling situation or a kick in the butt, I don't know, I'm just using that phrase, is good. It really helps you to see maybe there's a little bit more potential that I haven't tapped into. It's like an aha moment. So allow yourself to find that edgy place today. We've got one more sequence here. We're just gonna take a little bit of a counter pose again to right heel. Start to lift your hips away from those heels. Hold on, big toes can separate. And then sweep your left arm up and back, half camel with a little twist. And then come back down and change sides. Left hand, left heel. And then come back down. We'll walk it out, high plank pose. Let's take a vinyasa here. So from your high plank, lower down chaturanga. Inhale upward. Exhale, downward. Take the right leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. This is beginning your 3rd and final sequence. Exhale, bring right knee to left elbow, super simple. Inhale, nice and high. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Back heel's gonna turn down, warrior letter A, warrior 1 on your inhale. Start to reach all the way up, arms nice and high. With your exhale, open the arms to the T, warrior letter B, gaze over your front hand. Sink your hips low, roll the femurs and thighs out. And then reverse the warrior. You can use left hand on the thigh or wrap it behind back, reach the right arm straight up, lift your ribs up, and then tip back. And then you've got side angle stretch, guys. So keep that right knee bent. Take the fingertips or hand down, inside or outside of your foot, and then reach your left arm over your ear like you were taking a big swim stroke in a big pool. Top here, left hand comes down, dragonfly twist. On the inhale, reach the right arm up. Notice how you're gonna lift your back heel and pivot onto the toes. Squeeze the inner thighs and pelvic floor up and in. And then exhale, take your vinyasa high to low. Let's try that much on the left side. So left toes lift. Exhale, bring it underneath and across to the right elbow. So that's the opposite side. And then inhale, take it up high. Exhale, step it through. You've got warrior letter A. So your first 3 shapes include the name warrior. Warrior A. Exhale to warrior B. Once you're there, reach up, reverse your warrior. Take it forward and down. Exhale, fingertips or hand to the ground, right arm over here. Drop that left thigh low. Take your right hand down. Twist it now. Pushing through the right arm to fly the left. And then exhale, take the vinyasa. We'll meet in down dog, right? And you know how your energy is feeling if you need to skip a vinyasa. And then skip it. We're going to add on the second layer, perhaps final layer. Cross it under to the elbow. Step through warrior A, adding in the second layer of this flow. Open out to letter B. Reverse the warrior, nice and high, reach up and back. And then exhale, side angle, forward and down. Good, left hand finds the ground. Inhale, turn and twist, reach up and look up. All right, listen up, guys. Exhale, take the right hand down. Start to crawl to the edge of your mat, all the way to the back of your mat. Right hand stays down for a side plank. Start to turn onto it. Stack your left foot on top of the right. Even float your left leg up. You're in side plank, completely facing the other direction. From there, take that left foot, step it back to where it came from, and come down into lizard lunge. So hands or elbows down inside of the left knee and thigh. You can drop back into the ground. Sometimes that feels nice. It's a little bit more restorative. And then we're going to push up to half moon today. So reach your chest and your hand way out past your mat so you can counterbalance and bring up your back leg. Kick through your heel. Try to stack and open just like you did in side plank. Stack and open these hips here. On your exhale, tuck the right knee behind the left, curtsy squat. Take the right hand down and then open your left. So it's curtsy with a little twist. Keep pulling your right heel towards your bum. Stay low. Left hand reaches down for the foot. It should be very close. And then start to slowly rise up into twisted dancer. Do the best that you can. If you fall out, just try again. Come back. Exhale, we're going to take it in front, head to knee pose. So you'll try to grip underneath your foot or hold your shin. Lengthen the leg out and bow and try to tuck your chin in and give your knee a little kiss there. And then from there, standing splits. Take a dive all the way in. Float the right toes high. We're leaving it there for now, guys. Step back and take your vinyasa. Woo, hopefully you got that. That is going to be the entire flow with one last little addition. So let's try it on the left side. Left toes lift. Exhale to the right elbow. Inhale. And then exhale, step through. Don't worry, the more times we do it, the more it'll make sense. Rise up to your warrior A. And then exhale to letter B. Inhale, reverse it. Exhale, forward and down. Side angle. From there, right hand finds the ground. Turn and twist as you gaze up. This is your little yoga walk and crawl to the back of the mat. So find that same edge and walk your way all the way over. Turn and swivel right into side plank. And just like magic, I'll meet you there. Your left hand is down. Your right arm is up. Lift your right leg. Step it up. Come into lizard lunge. Right? If you're feeling a little bit more flexible today, maybe you'll just slide right into the splits from there. It'll be a little bit of a tricky transition now from the splits if you do that. We're coming up to half moon, so don't forget, right fingertips are going to reach out and perhaps go off of your mat. Try to flex and engage through your left leg. Hug in. And then from there, curtsy with a little twist, so change the hands. Left fingertips down. Tuck left knee behind right. Lift your right arm all the way up. And then reach down and back. Try for that bind. Hold on. Look down. Once you find your balance, or your wobble, like me, try to breathe through it. And then try to bring it in front now. If you can, get nice and small. and interlace the fingers underneath the sole of your foot. And then start to lift that leg up and out. Bow head to knee. Standing splits. Take your vinyasa high to low. All right, I'm going to stick with you. Right side together, and then you can take off for a round on your own. Or you can stick with me, right toes to the sky. Exhale, bring it over to the left elbow. Inhaling high. Exhale, step through. Inhale, warrior one. Exhaling, warrior two. Inhale to reverse. It's just like dancing. Reach up and then just flow all the way down. Keep your belly engaged. Take that twist. Inhaling for dragonfly. Exhale, crawl and take your yoga walk to the back of your mat. Once you're there, right hand plants, side plank, Vashisthasana. Scissor the inner thighs apart, and then step it up. Come down and melt, lizard or splits. Find your way into half moon, perhaps without moving that foot. Lean your chest and hand out, and then come up. Exhale is curtsy. Twist and change the arms. Reach back. On your inhale is when you rise. Beautiful twisted dancer. Exhale. Start to bind underneath the foot, and then kick it out. Take your dive all the way in, standing splits. And add a little hop up. And stand, maybe 3 hops. Catch a little air time. And then Vinyasa. You guys know what to do. If you're with exhale, right out. Warrior one. Exhaling, warrior two. Reverse it on that inhale, side angle. You can add in a bind if you want to hang. Right hand down, dragonfly. Right, there are so many possibilities, guys. Crawl it to the back. Don't limit yourself. Side plank once you change directions. Take that right foot up. And then down to lizard. Half moon on the inhale. Exhale for the twist. Little curtsy, bound dancer, head to knee. Standing splits. Right, you don't have to do those hops. You could even come down, right? Maybe try crow pose. Hands down, knees around the arms, and tip in. And then Vinyasa. Let's do one more round. Right, so if you are floating on your own, this is your last round. Right toes to the sky, bring it to the elbow. And then from there, warrior one. Exhale, let her be. Reach up and back with those ribs. And then swim it forward. Left hand down, dragon flat. Take your yoga walk along the long edge of the mat. Right into Vashisthasana, side plank. Pick up the left foot and then melt down, lizard lunge. Stay there longer if you'd like. Half moon is next. We want to keep this last flow going. Exhale, curtsy twist. It becomes a little bit aerobic. Really gets your heart pumping. Reach back, bind the foot. Inhale, rise, twisted dancer. And then exhale, head to knee. Go ahead, standing splits. Maybe try that handstand again. And then Vinyasa, last side, your last few shapes. Cross it under. Warrior, so you've got A, B, and reverse. Side angle to your dragonfly. Here's where you change sides. Crawl it through. Side plank, Vashisthasana, stack it open. Step it up for lizard. Come up to your half moon. And then curtsy with that twist. You're right there, twisted dancer, head to knee. Come all the way up. Standing splits. And then take that vinyasa, maybe one last little inversion. From your down dog, come right through to seated. Lie down onto your back, and we'll meet in spinal twist. So once you're on your back, bring your knees to the right. Turn your chin to the left. And just feel all of that energy you've created. Whoa, my hair looks crazy. Maybe that's a good sign that I've been working. I am definitely sweating. I hope you guys are. Sorry, I couldn't deal with that. I had to get a brush and brush my hair. You're still in that twist. Take another breath or two there. And then bring them up and over to the left side. Great opportunity if your breathing has gotten a little shallow or really out of control. This is where you can start to come back to that soothing yet powerful Ujjayi breath. And it is rhythmic and controlled. Good, and then we're going to come back to the center. Just like we began, some of you might have seen that one coming. Knees are over hips. Shins are parallel to the ground. Interlace the hands behind your back. And then from here, start to curl and crunch it in. Now keep that right knee over the hip. Start to lower and extend your left leg out. Keep your shoulders up, and if those elbows have already scrunched your ears, open them up, open them up, open them up, hold. Now, without dropping or twisting, right? You're just doing a center crunch. You're gonna switch the legs. Don't pull the knee past your hip. Keep it right over that hip as you reach and extend the right toes out. Try to flatten your lower back into your mouth. Wow, this sucks up. And then right knee over hip, change sides. And then I'm gonna let you guys do a couple of these on your own. It's getting really hard to talk, so I'm gonna stop. Come back, even if the toes touch, even if you come out of it, take a moment and then pick it back up. We've got about 3 more switches right here. So that'll be 6 times, right? 3 switches total. You're almost there too. Last one, left knee in. And let it go, bridge pose. Woo. Okay, I never want to have to do that and talk through it again. Come up into your bridge. If you want to go a little higher, hands alongside the head, you can push up to upward facing dog. All right, let's all come down wherever you're at. Knees are in. Rock and roll up. Take a vinyasa, high to low. Lift your right toes to the sky, three-legged dog. Bring the right knee to the right elbow, hold it there. Hold and squeeze. Try not to drop the knee below your elbow, keep it up and above. Take it over to the left for 5 breaths. Squeeze underneath, right in the left elbow. You got it, one more breath. Three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, step your foot up. Back knee comes down. Inhale for low crescent, open up. You can grab opposite elbows and lean back. Maybe cactus the arms, just open up the shoulders there. And then from here, start to sweep the arms down for a moment. Hands come to your hips. Lean your chest about halfway forward without hunching your shoulders. Hug your low belly in, tuck the back toes. And start to come into a lightning bolt pose. Arms are gonna extend out alongside your ears. But you'll notice there's this line of energy down the body from the hands all the way through side body to that heel. Keep that engaged in a strong line. Notice any trembling or shaking, any kind of burning sensations. And just like you did at the beginning of practice, allow them to your awareness without trying to push them away. For 10 more breaths, you can start to pick up your front heel. Yes, it's possible. Balancing on the toes of the front foot. 10 breaths, come on. You're starting to hunch and round. Open up and reach through your chest. Hug your belly in, front ribs up and in. Arms are engaged. Hug the triceps in. And try to straighten the arms. Halfway there, 5 breaths. Heel is up. Inhale, arms up, heel down, high crescent. Exhale, warrior 2. Open up your hips. Whew. Hands are going to drop behind your back. Inhale, interlace, lift your chest from back bend. Dive right into a forward fold. Humble warrior all the way down. Slip the right shoulder inside the right knee. And start to, if you feel your booty really moving out to the side, hug it in. Stay with me. Right? You may be discovering some strong sensations, especially that right hip could be burning, could be on fire. Try to keep your mind cool and calm. Use your breath. Cool it off, 5 breaths. You straighten that leg and already given up. You can join us for the last 4. Whew. Take your hands down. Soften back into the ground. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, half-seated splits. Straighten the front leg and bow your head in. Take a few moments to breathe. You'll notice this flood of relief, maybe pleasant sensations as you straighten that right leg. Go ahead and walk the hands out, high to low through your flow. Pick up your left toes. Here we go. Exhale, bring left knee to left elbow. You got one more side. Use these challenging, perhaps frustrated moments to really give you that kick in the butt, to really wake up, to pay attention to what you're doing. Take it underneath and across, right elbow. 5 breaths. Three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, step it up. Low crescent moon on your inhale, reach up. And open up the arms. Any variation there, that feels good. Hands come down to hips. Lean in without rounding and hunching. From there, tuck the back toes and come on up. Lightning bolt position. Reach the arms straight up. Go ahead and spread and fan your toes. Without rounding through your spine or back. Without drooping through your belly or ribs. Hug in. Start to soften into that left knee a little bit more so you feel the thigh bone and hips lower. Arms are straight. Lock it out through the elbows. And then here we go. Start to pick up your front heel, or at least try 10 times. 10 reps. Even if you can only get the heel up for a split second, try. For the rest of the time that we're here, it's only temporary. Come on, you've got 5 breaths or 5 more attempts right there. Heel up. Heel down, high crescent. Exhale, warrior 2. Take the hands behind the back. Interlace on the inhale, open up. Exhale, dive in. Maybe a very welcome sensation for the shoulders after all of that. Maybe a little bit of an unwelcome or unpleasant sensation in the hip, in the thigh, inner and outer. Wherever those strong sensations are, just try to notice them without wishing they weren't there. Breathing in and out through your nose, you are rounding and curling in. Pull that left hip back in space as you maybe dip just a little bit lower. Tuck your chin. Whew, 5 breaths. Stay with it. 5 breaths. And then hands are going to come down. Take your knee to the ground. Crescent moon. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, half splits or full splits, whatever you do on the other side. That feels really good. And then walk the hands out. Take your last Vinyasa of the class. From here, pigeon pose on the right will be the first option. So you bring the right shin forward. You can wiggle your left toes back and start to come down. If you want something a little different today, right, stay there if you want. You can do fire laps pose, sometimes called double pigeon. So your left shin would go under, your right shin comes up and stacks on top of your left. But if you were to look down, it's like a box or a square. So the shin bones are parallel, like an equal sign. Flex both of your feet, and then you can stay there sitting. You can walk the hands out, right? So the right leg would be on top. If you're not doing this one, or you're trying it and you're like, yeah, no, not for me, go back to pigeon on the right. And start to let all of the intensity of the flowing and the strength building, really edgy sequences or feelings in the body, let all of that just start to maybe melt. And there will be some intensity here still, but in a much quieter way, in a much more internal way. Try not to do any work. Try to allow yourself to soften, to let go of the need to control or squeeze any of the muscles. And then you can slowly come up out of your right side. If you're in pigeon, you can work your way back to down dog. If you're seated, lean back, uncross the legs, and switch so that the left shin now is stacked on top of right. For those of you in down dog, bring your left shin up to the front of the mat and melt your way into pigeon. I want to read you guys this excerpt that I found in a book that I'm reading. And it's about Bruce Springsteen when he was 15 years old. And he tells the story that he was riding in the car with his mother, idly listening to the radio when Like a Rolling Stone came on by Bob Dylan. And he said it was though somebody took his boot and kicked open the door to his mind. His mother's verdict said that that man can't sing. Mrs. Springsteen's response reminds us that we don't all react the same way to the same experience. And her sons reminds us that life holds moments when our perspective dramatically shifts, when our assumptions are deeply challenged, when we see new possibilities or sense for the first time that whatever has been holding us back from freedom or creativity or new ventures might actually be overcome. Yes, we don't all react the same way. And sometimes it's a flash of inspiration that really kicks the door open or gives us that nudge. And sometimes it's pain that kicks that door open and gives us that nudge. The more we practice yoga, the more we meditate, perhaps the more we're in tune with, we're able to pick up on that life experience that's always happening, the moments that are always there for us to really give us that burst of insight, that little nudge to really kick the door wide open for us. And sometimes it's a really pleasurable experience, sometimes it's painful. Start to come out of this left side. Find your way onto your back. If you need any final kind of movement, maybe a little bit of a windshield wiper through the knees a couple times, shoulder stand or another bridge. Get nice and comfortable, nice and cozy as you lengthen your legs out. Relax the arms and hands. I'll let you know when it's time to move again. So just for the next few moments, you can close your eyes and take rest no matter what sounds or whatever's going on around you. Just let yourself be still. Let it all happen. Shavasana. Take rest. Go ahead and take a nice deep breath in here. Start to stretch the body, wiggle the toes, the feet. Can roll off to either side. Take a moment just to come up to an easy seated position. We'll take hands right to heart center. Fill in with breath, nice deep breath in. Exhale, bow forward, sealing your practice, all of your effort. Hopefully this class today was a little kick in the butt, a nice gentle urge to inspire you of all of your possibilities and potential. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Namaste. can say bye or hi in the chat. I know we have a bunch more classes this week. I know Sophia's here. She's teaching tomorrow, I believe, at 9:30. You can confirm that in the chat, Sophia, if you are. Tomorrow's Wednesday, 9:30. She'll be posting that link maybe in the WhatsApp group. I'm not really sure. So you can type that in there. Love you, Trisha. You're welcome, Kim. And I know Andy's teaching Friday night yin and wine, which was really, really fun last Friday. So join us again on this Friday for yin and wine. Friday morning, I'm teaching an Ashtanga style variations vinyasa. So that'll be Friday at 9:30 right on here on YouTube. And I know Christine Webb, Ilana Giordano, Mackenzie Fly might start teaching a couple classes. So just check out their Instagram pages and they'll let you know when they're doing that. I know, Trisha, it's bad. How do we social distance a haircut? Can you get like a long pole with the scissors or something? I need help. I need help. It's really bad. You're welcome, Alicia. So yeah, you guys don't have to stay on. I guess I'm gonna hop off, or I'll just kind of like we should have like a Zoom like check-in or some point. Maybe we'll try to arrange that. Okay, Andy and I are gonna arrange that. We're gonna do like a big Zoom call where we all just like have a glass of wine and catch up. So if you want to be on that, we're gonna plan that. I think that's a good idea. We need to like have a glass of wine together, and just see each other's faces or something, because I don't know, but on that note, love you all. Hope you had fun. Hope class was all right. And I will catch you. I'll probably be taking Sophia's class tomorrow if I don't have to go into work, which that's a possibility. So I'll either be in that class tomorrow or I will see you guys on Friday. Okay? Love you all. Thank you. Spread the word. Classes are happening. Invite your friends. Share the links. Do what you need to do. If you don't already follow this channel, follow it. Bye.